Thanks for joining us for practice today. I'm Jeff O'Mara. This is Cora. And let's start as we typically do with a nice comfortable seat. Okay, so take a second. You can sit with your legs crossed, you can sit kneeling, whatever's comfortable for you. We just want to be able to come to stillness, have a nice long spine. Okay, if we sit up nice and tall, if we let the shoulders relax a bit, plenty of room for the breath to move. Okay, so we'll just pause here, observe any sensations that are arising, falling away within you. You can gently let the eyes close. If you prefer to let the eyes stay open, that's fine. Maybe just drop the gaze down to the floor and relax the eyes so you're not looking at anything in particular. You might take a minute here to observe the movement of your breath. One of the beautiful things about observing the breath is that the breath is always present. It's always changing. So that can always open our mind to our immediate experience. Okay, see if you can find a nice expansive inhale. And then see if you can find an exhale where you follow that exhale all the way out. Let the breath taper until you find yourself sitting in that little point of stillness at the end of the breath. Okay, one more complete breath just like that. Okay. And then we'll begin this practice with a breath exercise called the bellows breath. Okay, the bellows breath, the way it works is we're using the fullness of the breath, both sides of the breath. We want to pull the breath into the body powerfully, all the way down into the lower part of the abdomen, and then we want to expel the breath powerfully as well. Push the breath back out. Okay, we'll do just 10 repetitions of this breath. This breath can be nice and energizing, so it's good to do at the beginning of your practice, especially if you need to kind of bring your energy up and get yourself ready. Okay, so just as a quick little demonstration, you can breathe in and out through your nose or your mouth. Doesn't particularly matter. I like to breathe in and out through my nose. Okay, but it's going to look something like this. Okay? And we'll only do about 10 repetitions. We don't have to do that many because it really fires things up. Okay? So, find your comfortable seat again. Okay? If you'd like to, you can place a hand over the lower part of your abdomen so you can feel that breath moving. That works for some people. Okay? I'll start. You can join in. Okay? When you're ready. You can return to a natural breath. Observe any sensations in the body. You might feel a bit more energized. You might feel a bit more heat in the body. You might feel a little more clarity or a little bit more focus in the mind. Okay, so this is our yoga practice. Just observing, seeing if we can just be present to our immediate experience over and over again. Okay, from here we'll start to move a little bit. We'll come into a seated twist. Okay, so let's take the right hand, place it to our side or back behind. Left hand can come across to find the right knee. Take an inhale, nice long spine again. As you exhale, twist to the right. Okay, follow your breath. Inhale, return to lengthening the spine. As you exhale, maybe follow the twist a little bit deeper, but don't force anything. See what feels comfortable for you. Okay, let's do one more complete breath on this side. And then from here you can gently release the twist and just come back to center. Okay, and then we'll go right into the other side. So take the left hand either to your side or back behind. right hand comes across to find the left knee. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, twisting to the left. Okay, if nothing else, you just stay with the rhythm of your breath. Stay with that fullness of breath. Okay, we don't have to make this very physical. We want it to be enjoyable. So maybe you just take the shape and then you just observe the movement of the breath and the sensations that come along with it. Okay, last breath on this side. And then you can carefully release back to center. Palms of the hands on the knees. We'll do seated cat-cow. Okay, so the cow half of this pose is we pull on the knees so that the chest can come forward and through, the belly comes forward. Roll your shoulders back. You might lift the gaze or lift the chin slightly. As you exhale, do the opposite. Press into the knees, relax the spine so your spine can just round, your head is heavy, chin drops down towards the chest, and you can draw your belly button in a little bit. Okay, move with your breath just like that. Inhale takes you forward. Exhale, you press back. Move at the pace of your own breath. Inhale left, exhale back. Couple more times. Okay, next time you inhale, just come back up to a nice tall spine. And then you can reach the left hand out to the floor beside you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up overhead. Okay, take a second here, really lengthen through that right side. And if it feels good, you might even take it up and over. Okay, reaching over and across to that left side. Okay, the breath now can expand over into that right side. Okay, on your next inhale, let's come back up to center. You can release the right arm down to the floor and then inhale, left arm up. Okay, now lengthening through that left side body. If it feels good, you can take it over the top. Inhale, takes that right arm back up, and then let's exhale and just release the arms back down. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to open up through the shoulders, chest a little bit more. You could use a strap here on this one. We have a yoga strap here in the studio, and Cora, you can use that. But you don't need a strap specifically. You can just use a shirt, you can use a belt, anything that has a little bit of length to it. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to start by taking whatever strap you're using, throw it over your right shoulder so it hangs down your back. Okay? And then from here, let's take the right arm and just inhale, sweep that right arm up. Okay? Find a little bit of length here. Reach through the fingertips. And then you can just bend at the elbow so that the hand falls directly behind you. Okay? I like to take my left hand here and just kind of reposition that right elbow so I can walk those fingers maybe a little bit further down the back. From here, we can take the left arm, sweep it around the back, and for some of us, the fingers might find each other. Okay, so we can use that to hold on. Sit up nice and tall, find your breath. If your fingers aren't finding each other, then that's fine. That's why we have our strap. Take the top hand, grab onto the top part of your strap. Take the lower hand and grab onto the lower part of your strap. Okay? You can start at whatever point feels comfortable. Use your nice long exhale here to allow things to let go a little bit more and open. As you feel more comfortable, try sitting up nice and tall. And then maybe you walk the hands together a bit further towards each other on the strap. Okay? Don't force anything. Find something that's reasonable for you. And we'll take one more breath here. Okay, you can carefully release the arms, and now we'll switch to the opposite shoulder. Okay, so take the strap, move it over to the other side. Okay, same thing, except now we're going to take the left arm, sweep the left arm up. Okay, find that length, and then bend the elbow, drop the hand back behind. Okay, and then you can use that right hand to help the elbow back, and then sweep the right arm back behind you. Okay, maybe the fingers meet. If they don't, you have your strap. Throw it over. Left hand grabs the top of the strap, right hand grabs the bottom. Okay, hold on at whatever point feels comfortable for you. Okay, and then see if you can sit up nice and tall. Beautiful. And then you work with your breath. Find a starting point that's reasonable for you. You can feel some sensation, but it's not too intense. And then you can work with your breath to modify that. Right? I can take a slightly deeper breath and get more expansive, and the sensations will grow. Okay, maybe one more breath here to finish. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so coming into our child's pose, you can just release the forehead down towards the floor. Relax the arms either out in front or alongside you. I like to take mine out in front. Okay, sitting bones can just reach back to the heels. Okay, and then just observe the movement of your breath. Observe whatever sensations come up. Maybe expansiveness into the back. Okay, follow your breath. Okay, from here, we can work a little bit more back into the shoulders, upper back, okay, down the length of the back. We've been stretching into the side body, okay. So from here, from your child's pose, you can sweep the arms in front if they're not there, and then come up onto your fingertips, walk the hands out in front so you really get that length. Okay, you can stay up on your fingertips or you can plant the palms down. And then, as we worked before, use the breath to modulate the intensity here. You might breathe specifically into the upper back, and you really feel that widening, that expansiveness. As you exhale, let things ease. Okay, and then we can walk the hands over to the left, reach out in a way, and plant those hands down. And then take the breath into the right side body. Keep trying to reach that right sitting bone back down towards the heel. Don't let it lift up. Keep reaching back and down. Feel that length through the whole right side of your body. Okay, when you're ready to switch sides, walk the hands over to the left. Reach that left sitting bone back to the left heel. Walk the fingertips out and away. Breathe into that left side of your body. Okay, let's take one more complete breath here. Beautiful. Taking the hands back to center. Okay, and then we can move from here into our downward facing dog. Okay, so fingers spread out nice and wide. Tuck your toes under. And then when you're ready, lift the knees, lift the hips. Okay, releasing the head down towards the floor. Okay, you can keep a nice deep bend in the knees. Nice deep bend in the knees will help you get that length in your spine. Okay, if you want to reach a little bit more, try lifting the sitting bones a little bit higher as you draw the belly and the chest back towards your thighs. Let the neck be nice and loose, head nice and heavy. Okay, and from here, on your next inhale, let's shift everything forward so we come into our plank pose. Okay, so the chest draws forward and through, the shoulders roll back, shoulder blades firm on your back, shoulders over the wrists. Okay. Okay, and then use your legs. Press back through your heels so your legs are nice and strong and you support yourself. You'll feel that energetically reaching all the way up into the abdomen, firming up to support you. Okay, on your next exhale, just press up and back into your downward facing dog. Okay, and now we can move with our breath just like that. Warming up a little bit more. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. And then exhale, press back into your plank. To your downward facing dog. Follow your breath. Inhale takes you forward. Exhale takes you back. Move at your own pace. You can always drop the knees down. You can always come into your child's pose to recover. One last time. Inhale takes you to plank. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. Okay, when you get here, let's walk the feet up in between the hands. Okay, we can come into our forward fold. Okay, relaxing the neck, let the head be nice and heavy. Nice deep bend in the knees too, if that feels better for you. Find a nice sensation in the backs of the legs. Find a nice complete breath. When you're ready to make your way up to stand, soften the knees a little bit more. Take an inhale, and then carefully roll your way all the way up to stand. Perfect. And then from here, you can step up towards the front of your mat. Okay. Once you're there, let's move into chair pose. Okay? So maybe we start by just bringing the palms of the hands into the center of the chest. Okay? Take an inhale first just to find that length. Press into your feet, lift through your chest, reach through the crown of your head. Imagine from your waist all the way through the crown of the head, nice and long. And then on your next exhale, you can just bend into your knees. Okay? Sink in here, finding your chair pose. Okay? You can start to send the hips back and allow the chest to come forward. Just try to keep that length in the upper body. Firmness in your center. Shoulders rolling back. Nice steady gaze. Nice steady breath. Okay. A couple more breaths here. If it's too much, you can just straighten your legs a little bit. If you want to work a little bit harder, sit back and down. Okay. Take an inhale here to lengthen. And then as you exhale, press into the feet. Come on, back up. Pause. Find that stillness. And now just observe the breath. Heart rate might have picked up. Breath might be a little bit quicker. It's okay. Okay, we'll go again. When you're ready, you can sink back down into your chair pose. You've got the option. You can keep the palms together here in front of the center of your chest. You can sweep the arms up overhead alongside the ears. Reach through the fingertips. Okay, working a bit more powerfully if you like. Try to keep the breath nice and smooth. Okay, take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, press firmly into the feet, lift the chest, come back up to your mountain pose, and pause again. Find the stillness, observe whatever you're experiencing. Okay, let's move on into some sun salutations. If you're not at the front of the mat, take a step up. Okay, when you're ready, find your breath again. And then on your next inhale, you can sweep the arms up overhead to lengthen. And then as you exhale, release down into your forward fold. Inhale to flatten out the back, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, set the hands, step your feet back. You're in your plank pose. Take an inhale here to lengthen. And then as you exhale, you can drop the knees if you like. Keep the elbows in. Lower your way down to the floor. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale for cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Reach your chest forward. Tuck your toes. Exhale, press back up. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. When you're ready to make your way back forward, sink into the knees, gaze forward to the hands, exhale completely, and then step the feet up. Inhale takes you to that flat back, lengthen, and then as you exhale, fold. On your next inhale, press your way back up, pull from your center, exhale, hands come down to the heart center. Okay, one more time. Inhale to lengthen, sweep your arms up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, set the hands, step your feet back to plank. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lower. Inhale, pull the chest forward and through, shoulders back for cobra. Tuck your toes, pull your way up and back to downward facing dog. Find a little bit of stillness and a couple breaths here. Bending into the knees, gaze forward, exhale, and then step the feet back up in between the hands. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and then an exhale to fold. Soften the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, pull your way back up. And then exhale, release the hands down to the heart. Again, back to stillness. Find a couple breaths here. Okay. Why don't we take a step back to the center of the mat? Okay, this will be our last standing pose here. And it's a challenging one. This one's Warrior 3. Okay. The good thing about Warrior 3 is we can work really hard, but we can also really just take it as far as is appropriate individually for us. That's what we really want. Okay. So Warrior 3, and let me give you a quick demonstration. What it's going to look like, we'll start here in Tadasana. It's a balancing pose, so I'm going to shift my weight over into one leg, and I can come out of the other one. I can sweep my arms up overhead, or I can just keep my palms of my hands at the center if that's better for you. Okay, I reach back through the lifted leg. I find that length as best I can. Really want to keep that length here. And then as I exhale, I can start to tip and I can keep that length, right? I might come all the way down parallel to the floor, but I don't have to. I might stay up nice and high and just work on my reach, work on my nice continuous breath. Okay, we'll do both sides. So, when you're ready, shift your weight to the left leg. Okay, come out of the right. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then you can start to reach that right heel back behind you. And then reach through the fingertips, find that length. On your next exhale, maybe just start to tip a little bit. Keep reaching forward through the fingertips. If it's okay, lift that heel a little bit higher and drop the chest forward. Beautiful. Nice steady breath, nice steady gaze. Keep the gaze in one place. Okay. When you're ready to make your way back up, try to do it with control. Come on back up, set that right foot down right where you want it. Beautiful. Come back to your breath. Okay. Let's do the second side, Warrior 3 now. Okay, so shift your weight over into your right leg this time. Okay, coming out of the left. When you're ready, you can sweep the arms up overhead. Find that length. Reach through the left heel, reach up through your fingertips. Keeping the body nice and long. When you're ready, if you'd like to, you can start to tip at the waist. Lift that left heel, allow your chest to fall forward. But keep that length, keep extending. Okay. Nice steady breath. Steady gaze, steady breath. Okay, if you come out, you just gracefully bring yourself right back up. Beautiful. Okay, maybe one more breath. Take an inhale, really reach and extend, and then make your way back up. Beautiful. Set that left foot back down. Palms of the hands come together at the heart center. Take a second for stillness, just observe the breath. Okay, and then we can make our way down to the floor. Okay, and now we can come back to the seated pose and enjoy a little bit of stillness. One thing that I like to do, I like to use those really kind of powerful poses because it brings the energy up and it really focuses the mind. And then you can come back and enjoy that stillness, really peaceful, open awareness, real clarity brought into the mind. Okay? So allowing the body to be still, find a place for your hands to rest, whatever's comfortable for you. Maybe close the eyes, or you can keep the eyes open, drop the gaze down to the floor. Okay, and just sitting for a minute in this stillness. Observe whatever is present within you. Okay, if you find your mind being carried away by thoughts, see if you can just come back to a sensation in your body. Whatever you're feeling, watch your breath. Beautiful. Okay, now we can make our way onto our backs. Final pose, Shavasana. We get to completely relax. Okay, so carefully making your way down to your mat. Rest your arms comfortably away from you at your sides, palms up, shoulders drop back. Feet drop out to the sides. Relax the legs. Okay, and just observing the natural movement of your breath. Body fully supported, realizing there's nothing to do physically, nothing to do mentally. So just allowing yourself to rest for the next minute or so as simply as possible. Okay, so from that place of pure awareness, maybe just observing the movement of the breath again. Okay, and when you feel ready, add some intention back to the breath. Pull it into your body. Feel that kind of vitality. And then you can start to have a little bit of movement in the hands or the feet. Maybe you start to reach out through the arms, through the legs, and then let the body take over into whatever kind of spontaneous movement arises. Stretching, lengthening, twisting. Follow wherever your breath wants to go. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can draw the knees back in towards your chest. Okay, maybe give yourself just a little hug here. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto one side, and you can press yourself back up to seated where we started. All right. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Okay, to close, maybe just bringing the palms of the hands to the center of the chest, if that feels okay for you. Okay, and closing with a wholehearted bow to yourself, to each other. Namaste.